Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Today we are going to be going over 10 hidden features of the S550 Mustang. Whether you've got the GT like mine or an EcoBoost or even a V6, we're going to go ahead and cover some of these hidden features that you can find on the Mustang. This is applicable from 2015 and up all the way to 2023 Mustang model year, so we're going to dive into it. Some of them are hidden features, Easter eggs. It's going to be very interesting to kind of walk you through. You may have just gotten the car, even if you've owned it. Some of them I recently discovered, so even though I've owned this car for 4 years, I'm just still finding out these hidden features, which is what I love about this car. There's just so much hidden features that are in the car. It makes owning this Mustang a very enjoyable experience. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the first hidden feature on the S550 Mustang. All right, so for the first hidden feature, it's not actually on the car, but actually on the key fob. So we have the key fob. You know, you can lock, unlock the car, and of course remote start the car or even open up the trunk. What you probably didn't know is you can also roll down your windows, which is going to be very helpful if you're in a state where you get really hot summers. You want to let some air out, so you're going to go ahead and press this unlock button twice and you got to hold it down. So let's go ahead and try that. And you can see the windows have rolled down completely. This is very useful. I generally tend to use it in the summer months. I wish Ford would give you the option to roll up the windows, but that's not an option on this Mustang. Because some of the Ford vehicles you can double tap the lock button twice and roll it up, but this one doesn't do it. The good thing is you don't have to roll it all the way down too, so I went back and rolled the windows all the way back up. But let's say if I do this again, hold it, you can see windows are coming down, but if I press it again, it stops it. So this time around, you can see the window didn't roll all the way down. So if you don't want to go ahead and roll it all the way down, you can basically double tap it, hold it, and while it's rolling down, you can press it again and it will stop there. Number 2 on the list is going to be, what if your key fob battery dies? So the key I've got is still pretty good, but if this dies, how do I get into the car? Well, there is a manual key slot right here. If you can see over here, you can pry this open and then you can actually have the manual key slot where you can insert the physical key to unlock the door. And we'll also show you one of the other hidden features of the Mustang is once you get in, how are you going to start the car if the key fob battery is dead? So I'll cover that in just a little bit. So number 3 on the list, we know we can open up the trunk with this key fob right here. You can also open it with this button right here, which is right over here. But of course, this is not the most convenient way to go about it. So if you're carrying something and you've got your keys on you, you're gonna go ahead and find this hidden feature, or you're gonna find this hidden button right underneath here, as you can see. So if you press this, the trunk opens up. I find this to be pretty helpful. I actually haven't even used the key fob to open up the trunk. This is really convenient for me to use, so I usually go ahead and use this one. One of the other things I love about the Mustang is that there is no Ford logos on there, because the brand image is so strong with the Mustang. Ford doesn't need to advertise themselves. They just know it's a Mustang. Everyone knows what a pony resembles. If you look at the car, basically, you're not going to see any Ford logos except the one basically on the windshield. You've got the pony badges, the 50 badge, the GT badge on the deck lid. Everything basically has the pony on it because it's just such a strong brand image. What you probably didn't know, number 4 on this list is the hidden feature or hidden Easter egg. If you see, you've got a pony right on the headlight. This is for both sides. You've got it here as well. And this is going to be the passenger side, as you can see right over here. So that's kind of pretty neat to having the Easter egg of having the Mustang logo inside the car, or actually incorporate inside the design language of the Mustang. All right, so for number 5, we're going to go inside the car and show you some of the hidden features there. So you may have noticed that the Mustang does not have the traditional sunglass storage over here. So there is a hidden compartment that can be used for sunglasses, and it's going to be right over here. So you press this, open it up, very convenient to store some coins or put the sunglasses. I actually have a Mustang cologne in there right now for emergency purposes. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that you can get into the car by using the manual key, but if your key fob is dead, you obviously cannot go ahead and start the car. However, there is a way to do that, and that's going to be the hidden feature number 6. So if you come right here on your cup holders, you're going to see that there is this little tab over here Zoom in right here, right over there. Ignore the cup holder being extremely dirty, but let's go ahead and flip the tab. So let's go ahead and open this up with the tab. So once you remove that, you're gonna see this slot right here. So you can basically put the key fob in there, which is gonna let the computer know that there is a key fob detected and will let you basically start the car. Luckily, I haven't had to use that, but I think it's a pretty useful feature in case you're out there and your key fob battery dies and you have no way of replacing it. You can at least get in the car and start your car, make it home safe, and then of course order yourself some new key fob batteries. Now Ford loves putting some hidden storages in our Mustang, and I've got two hidden storages for you aside from the one that we just covered, which is the sunglass holder. So they have actually a pen storage, which is kind of pretty neat to have a pen just handy. I feel like I should have one in the car. But if you come to this glove box right here, if you open it up, you can see right here, I like how Ford specifies just for pens so you don't mistake it for something else. But then it's pretty neat, you can hold one pen here, so if you're out and about and you want to use it, it's gonna. Now the hidden feature number 8 is also another storage compartment that Ford doesn't really tell you about, but it's gonna be right where this glove box is. So glove box is pretty neat, it's got a decent bit of storage in there, but there's a secret compartment in there that you can use to stash away things that you probably don't want people messing with. Alright, so this is your standard glove box right here, pretty good size glove box. But if you see this yellow tab here, this is your hidden compartment that you can store away things. So if you press this right here, so this one's got my owner's manual here, which I haven't read, but you can get the hidden compartment here. So you can swap this out, put it whatever you want. And most people won't even know it's there because when you open up the glove box, that's what they're looking at, not at the hidden compartment here. Despite being a small rear-wheel drive coupe, I really find it helpful to have all these storage compartments that are hidden and you can just put whatever you want. Typically storage is an issue with cars like these, but with the Mustang, not so much. All right, so the hidden feature number 9 is kind of on the outside, but I'll go inside to kind of show it to you. So what's gonna happen is if you turn on your turn signal, or I'll do the hazard. So you've got the hazard going on, and with the turn signal, they light up one at a time. So you got this one, the second, the third, and it's a sequential, which is iconic to the Mustang. But because it has to do one at a time, the indicator sounds different, because if it was a normal indicator sound, it would be too fast for the whole sequence to go through. So if you hear it closely, it almost sounds like horse galloping, but I actually have gotten to appreciate that. Now, one of the other features that relates to the whole horse and pony theme is going to be your engine start stop button. So right now the car is on. So right now the car is off, but if I press this button once and let it kind of go into the accessory mode, your engine start stop button is going to pulse at a 30 heartbeats per minute, which is supposed to be the resting heartbeat for a pony. So I think that's pretty cool to implement that neat feature. So guys, these are the 10 hidden features or the Easter eggs available on an S550 Mustang. In my case, it's the refresh model, but even if you have the pre-refresh model, the 2015 or 2017 models, you should have these Easter eggs available to your Mustang. I think it's very cool that Ford implemented all these hidden features and Easter eggs, and as a owner and who likes to kind of mess around with things and figure the car out, it's really neat when I discover these features. I've had this car for close to 5 years now, but just discovering these features is always nice to kind of come across these features that I didn't know the car had. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on the 10 hidden features available on an S550 Mustang. Whether you've got the EcoBoost, the V6, or the GT, they're still gonna be there. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash that like button. Comment below which feature was your favorite. And of course, subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.